All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome into Comic Book Women. We're kind of a short staff today, right? We were missing Lucy, and Anthony's going to try to hop on in a few here. We are actually launching about 5 minutes ago our Step by Bloody Step book. So he's dealing with that. That one looks cool. I don't know if you guys know much about that, but I think it's going to be a really...
That's the silent issue one, right?
Yeah. And like people are just raving about it. Really cool artwork on that. Like it's visually just stunning. But anyway, guys, yeah, so it's kind of short staffed right now, but we might have some people hop in later. While Jen's looking something up, let's say hi to everybody that's in the house. JT Key Comic, welcome in. Paul, hello, good to see you. Manny the Comic Collector, good to see you in as well. Funhouse Comics, hello, welcome in. Nimesh, hi, good to see you. Tomb, hi. Ted Blackman's in the house, what's up? Mojo, good to see you as well. It's been a crazy week, but a good week. And last but not least, our wonderful She Geek, Sarah. Hi, good to see you in. Okay, so yeah, we don't have a trio tonight. We got a duo tonight, but it's going to be a pretty interesting show, kind of compact, but a lot to kind of unravel here. Anybody in the comic book world has been hearing about the Black Panther #3, 1 in 25 variant. It's been everywhere. So we are going to be covering Tosin Oduye tonight. But first, Jen, how's your day?
Good.
Well, good. I mean, you're not tired. You don't look tired. You look like you're ready to go.
Yeah, I had today off, and I did a lot of research and looked into some stuff. And there's lots of stuff that I can't wait to tell you guys about later.
But yeah, this one made me kind of nervous. Were you nervous about tonight's show?
Well, it's a brand new character. Like there's people that we've been wanting to do, but are waiting for things to drop and have more. But this was so in your face. It's kind of hard to like. And then even Lucy won 1 for 25 on Drunk in Chat.
I know. I watched the replay of it. Like I was so happy for her. How cool is that? Like that couldn't have gone to anybody better, right? She used it for baby money.
Ever since then, it's weird to feel FOMO like under your skin. Like I bought 1 and 2 of the Black Panther the day that it came out. I remember only having a few for the shelf. I didn't have my pull list. I thought about it. People seem so excited about it. I was just like, okay, like they can have it. Like they seem really excited about it. I won't, like I should have had my pool, like whatever. But then it's like under your skin, you're like FOMO. And then you start hearing these things and I'm like, it's okay. Like Zen, it's okay. Breathe.
Give you a little anxiety though. Like it's funny because we actually did a FOMO show over on our Nearing Nerdvana channel not too long ago. And I actually kind of wish it would have lined up better with this because this is the best illustration of FOMO and how it pertains to the comic book market. It's insane. All we're going to do tonight, guys, is kind of give you a rundown of what this book is doing on the market. We'll give you a little bit of background information and maybe a little bit of our opinions, right?
And then what we found out too, like for comic shop I work for, we had initials. And during initial orders, pretty quickly we found out that Penguin and Diamond weren't having all the same books. Yeah. And then that's when I found out like our store didn't get the 1 for 25 when we could have qualified for 5 of them. And a lot of other stores didn't because some people didn't want to have to do the whole Penguin and Diamond and Lunar, right?
Yeah.
So they just chose to stay with Diamond thinking that I already know what Diamond is. I can just order from them. And then when they miss this, I feel like this is going to start creating, you have to order from all these different places to make sure you get everything.
Yeah.
And Penguin doesn't have, like Diamond has Previews World. That doesn't exist yet for Penguin. And then Lunar
Yeah.
finally has their thing up. You can like go to Lunar and find DC stuff, but
It would have been nice to have Anthony on. He's pretty familiar with all three, and maybe he'll hop on here in a little bit. But yeah, before we get started with the show, though, guys, we're at 28 live views. Welcome in. If you've never been here before, it's great to have you. And if you're coming back, welcome back. We are sponsored by Cover Price, so shout out to them. If you use the code FLIPSIDE over on their website, you get 2 months of their unlimited membership for $1.99 a month. Money well spent. They have some good stuff, really good content, gives you a really good feel, which, again, for this show, I think that's going to be especially important to make sure that if you are a buyer or a speculator or a seller, even, that you really have a good place to kind of do some research, educate yourself on what these books are, what these characters are before you make decisions. Because a lot of this, I feel like, is kind of gotten a little out of hand. But again, we'll get to that. So, Jen made this Britt made this lovely little slide for us. So let's just talk before we get into the juicy stuff. Who is Tosin Oduye? You want to cover all the credits on his design, Jen?
Mm-hmm. I'm probably not gonna say these names right. Well, at least maybe one. Jermaine Peralta.
I would think it'd be German. Like his name's
maybe. Is it German or Jermaine?
I don't know. German Peralta. That's how I
okay.
Yeah.
Did the character design. So big shout out to him. I know he's on Twitter and I think Instagram. The series writer is John Ridley, and the artist is Juan Cabal. It might just be Juan with one N, but one of the Marvel articles I found was 2, and I'm like, shoot. And then I couldn't find an Instagram to like compare. But yeah, so big shout out to them.
Yeah, so this is the creative team behind this character, and I wonder what their life was like when they woke up and was like, what the hell is happening? Like the amount of pressure they must be feeling now with this character.
I mean, I can't. Well, how do you just take that out just to write the character the way it's going to be? You can't let that influence it, I would think. Right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess that would be the only realistic approach you could take to this, because if you try to like sit there and go, okay, I have to do something that's as close to Miles Morales as I can, like you would just, that'd be too much pressure, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think his character design I don't think I see like Miles at all. I know people, well, we'll talk about it in a second, but I really like the character design. We have like, what was hard about the show too is if a character is a cup of beer. All we have is the foam. We don't have any of like this.
Okay, I like that.
We don't have any of like the substance that would make it a good. You're like, oh, I love this drink. It's like, I think this is going to be good. It looks frothy and nice.
Like the tip of an iceberg, maybe?
Yes, that is probably a better analogy.
Foam on beer is fantastic. I like that better. It's the foam on the beer. We think it's going to be good, but who's to say? No, I think the design's really cool. You got that Wakandan vibranium glowing all over him, which is really neat. I like the coloring. Purple and orange is a solid combination.
Well, and using the vibranium in a different way that hasn't been done before, right? Yeah. Really is a very interesting angle to be doing. So
I mean, yeah. Even his haircut's pretty sick. I can see Anthony trying to pull that off and like carve little lines through his hair. We'll see. But anyway, all right. So that's a little bit about Tosin as the character who designed him, the people behind the scenes. Now this one, Jen and I felt like it was important to include because there's been some chatter over whether or not this is a full appearance versus a cameo. What do you think, Jen? What do you think?
Well, I don't want to create any multiple panels, name, like that's a first appearance. If it was if we got one panel, maybe you can like debate, right? Like the whole like Hulk 180, Hulk 181, right? But when you have multiple panels, it's kind of like you're like, well, I can't. Like this is the first full. Like if you missed it, there's another print coming along. But like, what do you think?
I'm fine with flat out saying this is the first full appearance, and don't be a little crybaby trying to say it's not because you didn't get it. It is. This is a full appearance. We're not looking at a shadow or the side of a head or an outline of anything. There he is. Boom. Like I don't think there's much room for debate on that, but I've been seeing debate happening. And it's like, have any of these people read the book? Have you opened it up and taken a look at what's inside? I mean, this is a full appearance. But yeah, so that's my opinion.
Isn't the power being displayed? Wait, I'm kind of. The chat's kind of moving. I kind of missed because that's that top panel on that left page. You see part of the power, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't know.
Hold on, I'm reading two now here. If he's anti-tech / natural type character, I didn't get the vibranium tats. I mean, having a heavy metal injected into skin seems like the opposite of that.
Well, we've only had one book.
We've got to give him some time here, right?
Yeah.
I'm with Mel on this one. The first time you see a character is the first appearance period. Yeah, Nimesh, I don't really think there's room to argue otherwise. But again, people have been arguing it, so. All right, let's see. There's Mel. It's definitely a first full appearance.
And Lucy's here too.
Where's Lucy? Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Guys, send your good vibes to Lucy. She's just taking a little bit of a break while she grows a human. So send her all your love for us. And Mel, it's good to see you in the house. I cannot believe he gave away a 1 in 25. Like, that's who Mel is. Mel, like, he puts his money where his mouth is. If he says he's going to do something, he does it, you know, and I like that about him. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Late to the party. What did I miss? Not too much yet, Mark. We're just giving some background information. So now let's keep going. We already decided this is a full appearance. That's settled. So this is the article that, in my opinion, again, I feel like kind of worked as the catalyst. I don't know if you agree with me on this one, Jen. Sorry, this makes me like glow like the sun. Like, anyways, this is the article I think did it.
Pre-show, we're talking about this article. I'm like, so you blame Rich Johnston?
Yes, Rich, this is all your fault. No, I just think that when you have a site like this, I mean, guys, this is bleeding cool, that so many people in the community are reading this. And when you put a headline like that, yeah, you're gonna get people just
question mark, right? It wasn't like a exclamation point. It was like
I don't know. The question mark makes it even worse. It's like, you know,
yeah,
kind of
Miles took such a long time to catch on, right?
Yeah.
He had an uphill battle against many things that people, a lot of, well, I want to say ignorance, because people are like, they killed Peter Parker, and I'm like, in the ultimate, whatever. It's okay. Miles's trajectory and history, I don't feel like is the same as this, because it took a while for him to like people to be like, yeah, right. And then this character seems like he has the whole backing like right away, right?
Well, because you're looking at the potential. People are looking at this and going, okay, if I could have UF4, the 1 in 25 goes for what, like 20 some odd $1,000? I believe like 28, somewhere in that range.
Does it?
Yeah. Like it's insane. So like when you think about that and they're thinking, okay, well maybe this book would have the potential to get to that level. That's where I feel like the FOMO kicks in.
But if you really, okay, from this one comic, if you really believe, then it's a long-term hold for a long time.
Oh yeah. And that's, Anthony and I were talking about this because as soon as this all started happening, people start hitting up Anthony. Do I buy? Do I sell? Do I sell? Do I sell? Do I sell? And Anthony was like, you know, this is insane what's happening here. Yeah, for a 9.8, it's over 20K. That's what I thought. He's like, I don't see this holding right now, Like, it's going to drop again. He's like, but then, or you could be patient and wait. He's like, but a lot of people don't have the patience to wait for years for this to actually develop into something bigger. Oh, here we go. Like what Mel's saying, a 5-year hold, that takes a lot of patience. Like, you got to be in it for the long haul. But then, okay, here's my question to you too, though. Do you think that, I mean, Miles, when you compare Miles and Spider-Man, do you think that Black Panther had that same popularity for this character to even get to Miles' level to begin with?
I think pre-movie, I would say, but post-movie, because remember, like a lot of his books, it was really interesting to always be hunting for all these years and seeing the Black Panther #1 from the first series, right?
Okay.
And seeing it back in bins for like around $5-10. And then when the movie happened and how they disappeared and the price went up, like it's really interesting to be and to see firsthand, because you're like, oh, okay, like it's to have these movies and TV shows impact a comic. Again, it's just really, it's kind of wild, because even I watched this. I remember putting it out on Wednesday, hearing people talk about it and seeing people so excited to read it, and then seeing the prices go from cover to now like around $20-30, and then to see that one for $25.
Oh no, this is a $40 book now. Like, you can't get this for under $40.
It just keeps going, and like I watch, and then Britt's like, "Are you gonna buy it?" And I'm like, I'm just watching. I'm just curious where this is going to go. It's fascinating, right? Like, it's like watching the market, right? But
that's what Anthony said too. He's like, it's like watching the stocks, or like, these cryptocurrencies where like one day it's like whoosh, then another day it's like, but yeah, it's interesting to see. But I agree with H&H here. The writers just need to take their time, no rush, try not to feel this incredible pressure that has been put on this book. But yeah, I think when you put a headline up like this, you're asking for it. You're asking for like this huge reaction.
People were really excited to see the next Black Panther movie. And then when the unfortunateness happened, like it's kind of in that limbo. And I think a lot of people were thinking like, oh, maybe we'll get a variant of Storm and T'Challa's kid. And now like this seems like a plausible thing that could happen, right?
Yeah, to continue.
That, like, it would get pushed up in the timeline.
Yeah, no, it does. It does seem like a good way to make this whole thing work out. The article mentions comparable possibilities, yet they do not define any of that. Yeah, the article is pretty vague here, guys. Just so if you haven't already read it while it's on the screen, Bleeding Cool looked at Black Panther #3 or Black Panther #200. That's the legacy, depending on how you want to count it. They're talking about it in terms of Miles Morales. So this one article I think really did work as like the match. Catalyst, yeah. That kind of just set this whole thing off. Mel, well said.
Do you think Marvel, we're probably going to get a third print? That'd be a fun game to play. How many prints will this go to? Because 2's coming out.
2's coming out, yeah, that's already a done deal. But don't you think 2's just going to be like way over ordered?
But if it's a character, like we've seen other over our high ordered books, right? If it's a really good character, a good story, it doesn't matter. Look how long it took the Death of Superman to go from like finding it everywhere to now going up in price. Like nothing crazy, but
yeah, no longer. I mean, the second printing still goes for hundreds of dollars, so there's still that value there. So maybe 4 to 5 printing is what everybody in the chat's guessing.
What do you guess? If you had to guess, even with the paper shortage.
Gosh, okay. I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say it's going to go to 4th printing. What's your guess?
How many did High Republic go to? 6? 5? I think whatever High Republic went to for additional printings for #1 is what this will probably mirror.
Again, time will tell. That's kind of the whole model of this show tonight. All right, we're going to keep going here in a second, but before we do, we're up to about 50 plus viewers in the house. Make sure that you give the show a thumbs up and that you are subscribed to the channel. Also, if you guys haven't checked out Nearing Nerdvana, we are doing a show on Fridays. The girls and I do our own channel on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are merging with Comic Book Food Chain. So make sure you sub to Comic Book Food Chain so that way you'll find us there. We're kind of hopping over to that one. Let's see. Lucy thinks that if they change the cover art, probably 4 or 5.
Well, they could easily take some of those panels, which is what they do sometimes, or do the design variant. Did you see that weird sale for that design variant go? I was like,
oh, I know. I felt so bad. They spent like $100 and some odd on that too.
It's not a cover yet.
It's kind of like, again, do your research, guys, before you. Yeah.
But as an eBay seller, you're like, okay, most likely we'll get a design variant eventually. That's some cojones to go put it on eBay. Someone will pay for it. It'll come eventually. It's fine.
I wonder what the rating was of that seller. I should go back and dig a little bit. All right. But anyway, we're getting off track. So here we go. We got the Alex Ross Black Panther number 3. This is just the regular cover A. At the beginning of the week, it was going for cover price. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. But then as the hours pass, like I'm not even talking days, I'm talking hours, this thing starts climbing and climbing. So now we're looking at about $65 for the raw comic. Hey, husband. Ooh. No, you got to hop on. Guys, Uncle Anthony's in the middle of a launch. Otherwise, he would be here with us. Hold on.
Oh, I have that comic.
He just plugged in. Yeah, he wants to do a giveaway for tonight. So somebody in the comments tonight will win. Oh, this is so cute. I like this. The Scotty Young Black Panther number 1 variant, because Anthony likes to give stuff away. Hold on. My dog got in. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Anyways, Jen, give us the stats.
So this is actually a Alex Ross cover. I love, like when I was seeing it on the shelf, I kept staring at it and I'm like, oh, it's so nice. I love Alex Ross.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the pricing from cover price. The last sale raw was $102.50, but average it's probably around $65.60. And then how is there a 9.8? Unless you live right next to CGC in Florida and you're like,
I don't know.
Hey, do me a solid.
That's a great question.
I think you can pre-order. I think I saw like a couple pre-orders. Like if I've seen people do that before, right? You pre-order, you send in a bunch, you pre-order one.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, but how would there be data on that? That's what Lee's saying.
No, so people are selling. That's the hard part too, is that they'll post it, but there won't be any number yet. And then that's so pre-selling. It's like you better get 9.8s back or you'll be in trouble. But
oh man. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, and I'm catching up here. Alex Ross, yeah, his stuff is I'm definitely a fan.
I love all those remember those 90s Marvel covers with like Spider-Man, and you followed that the journalist, oh god, was it Phil, through, and he like gets to meet like Gwen Stacy, and you get to see from his like camera lens like a lot of the stories from Marvel.
I think Anthony actually has those.
Nice.
Yes, he was digging through our stuff the other day, and he's like, "Laura, you like Alex Ross?" I'm like, "Who doesn't, right?" Mm-hmm. I'll accept the Scotty Young on behalf of the People's Republic of Brooklyn. Good. Keep making comments like that, and that gets your chances higher. All right, pure pre-sales. If you want to wait a year, yeah, right. So, okay, guys, this trend right now, we're at 36% increase. That was right before the show started, right? I wonder if it's even.
There's actually a couple sales, like from one I screenshotted to now. There's been a couple sales. Yay!
Where is this thing gonna cap out? Like
if the writers don't rush, like everyone is saying, right, and just do naturally their thing with no. Hopefully, they're not going to get any like.
No, I mean like the initial wave. Like this current wave that we are in right now, like where's the cap on this one? I guess again, nobody can really tell, but it's a beautiful cover. It's really, really well done. The coloring's amazing. Storm's beautiful. It's really good.
No, I think we're driving sales. We're trying to talk to you guys about like.
I don't know. I mean, I think we're actually kind of doing the opposite, but maybe. It's not our job to tell you guys what to buy, what not to buy. It's our job to give you guys the information. You guys take that information and do with it what you will. But as we were mentioning earlier, somebody on on eBay, completely missed the description, ended up buying something, and it's just do your due diligence. Make sure you're looking into something if you're going to spend the money. So all right, that's the first cover. Let's keep going. This is the one that I actually have. My favorite of all of them. I think the Gary Frank variant is awesome. Really, really cool coloring. Again, you get to see the purple glow. I think that's really neat. This one was selling for what, $15 at the beginning of the week. It jumped to 20.
Okay, if you bought this before Wednesday shop's opening, you got this at cover plus shipping, or you got it for cover, right? Hopefully you pre-ordered it, maybe got a little bit of a discount. And then I would say after Wednesday is when you started seeing the prices go up.
Yeah. And it was $20 when I was looking into it. What do you think of the art itself?
I like this cover a lot. The Alex Ross in this one are, well, technically I like 3, and we're about to talk about another one, which I found the sales for the other one. So it does exist.
Dude, that's crazy that we'll get to that in a second though. That's crazy that you found that one. Anthony wants me to refresh the slides. Okay, hold on one second, Ant, and I'll do that real quick. But yeah, so guys, this is the Gary Frank variant. Really, really cool. I think the art on this is awesome. Right now, if you're going to go out and buy it, I think this is actually, it's probably gone up a little bit from here. The raw comic, you're probably looking more about 40, 45. No graded information yet. Hold on one second. So Jen, tell them about this next book before we show it while I do something real quick.
Okay. So when I was pulling the data for this, Cover Price had it, but I remember seeing it at Graham's, or like on the Graham Cracker Comics website. We didn't have it in the store, but I remember for a while, for a couple of different titles, there's a Joe, how do you say his last name? Joe Dusko? Laura?
Juiceco.
And I've been seeing those covers. I'm like, well, yeah, that makes sense. So Cover Price has it. My comic shop has it listed, doesn't have an image. And then Graham's and Cover Price. So, and then when I was going through sales stuff, I came across at least a couple of them that have sold recently. But then Laura, you're like, you haven't seen this at all.
Dude,
and I think this one went under the radar for a little bit longer than the other ones. I think because, and this is really interesting, I don't have access to Penguin. But I have an inkling that maybe the people who had access to Penguin, who had access to the one from 25 variants, also had access to this one because it wasn't on previews.
We're not talking about this one, guys. We're talking about the one coming up. This is the Gary Frank variant. Everybody knows about this one. It was you can find this, you saw it all over eBay. Yeah. It's at a roughly 20% increase right now because of all the hype. And again, I actually like this one better.
This one, that's the next one you're about to show. Boom. If you got this before, it was going for around what this is telling us, right? But now when I pulled up, someone bought it today for $50. You could see it's the first shoot. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got it. Well, actually with $10 shipping, so you're looking at a $60 book there, all in.
But people aren't talking about it a lot, so I wonder if it was... Like, I'm just curious now because I really don't. I have to talk to people at my comic shop who have access.
Because I had no clue until the show. Before the show, you're like, I actually kind of thought it was a mistake. I was like, wait, did Jen make a mistake?
Yeah, because what they've been doing is they've been taking old Masterpiece card images and putting it on comics. Because a couple of them I saw from X-Men. I'm like, I remember this card. I had this card. And then when this came up, I was like, oh,
this is the 1992 image. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Yeah. Guys, if you've seen this one out in the wild or if you were able to get a hold of it, let us know. But I was not even aware of this one prior to the show.
But I think...
Oh, my goodness. Red Hood's hopping in.
Ooh, what?
Red Hood's trying to hop on, guys. Maybe we'll be able to have him on here in a second. What were you saying, Jen?
Just... Hey!
Well, we got to start the whole show over. Red Hood, we can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Now we heard you.
No, I was paranoid. I thought y'all would be talking about me, so I had to come on. You know.
Hold on. I want to go back real quick. Red Hood, what's your opinion on this cover?
I guess it's, I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, like if it wasn't a key, I wouldn't buy it.
Really?
Yeah, I
I think the
mean,
Alex
like
Cross art's beautiful.
I I don't know. I mean, a good book. I just finished buying a couple of books from this cool site. It's called Bird City Comics, um, and I just spent $43 on 2 books. So that's a good book to me. I mean, that the
Aw,
real pretty
thanks.
green eyes. I was like, man, I better get it. And then there was a little thing, you better hurry up or this book's running out.
Oh my gosh, I know that creating the FOMO here, guys. This is what he's talking about. We just launched, Bird City Comics just launched our Step by Bloody Step book, and the art here by Rob Zitzky is just absolutely stunning. We were making a joke. Doesn't this look like little Rummy eyes, like Lucy's little baby? Big doe eyes, only not blue. But anyways, so yeah, guys, make sure you head over to Bird City Comics. That's on sale now.
That book is just phenomenal. It just looks awesome.
It's really, it was, I remember when he was doing the art, he sent us like a teaser just of her eyes, and I was already sold. I'm like,
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything else. Actually, I don't know if it's a girl, so don't quote me there.
It could be a boy. Yeah, it could be a boy.
We don't know yet, but all right. So we are talking about Tosin.
Oh, the next Miles Morales?
Yeah, that's what this whole show has been about. So we went over this one. We talked a little bit about this. What do you think of this cover?
I like it. I like the background. I like the different shade of the night in the back, and of course the waterfall is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean,
I like this one better than
put that other
A.
cover back up. Put that other cover. Yeah, I like it. It's okay. It's all right.
Which one do you like better?
That one.
Me too. Right?
Yeah.
I do too.
I think it's just got too much. You see that big X, and that just kind of throws me off. But
Yeah. All right.
And then, James says that he hears that the shipping was delayed, so it might be this week. Maybe?
Yeah, there's been a lot of delays. Marvel is having printing issues. Like a lot of She-Hulks have almost every retailer that I know of, their She-Hulks were damaged. It's been.
Oh yeah, I pressed a bunch of the She-Hulks for
not even like close to passable. Like you're talking, you get them with like rips all. Yeah.
Really, I haven't seen that. But
yeah, our whole run was just like.
Oh no, the exclusives.
Yeah, so they're reprinting them. So now it's a release date of the 23rd of this month. And I know that Unknown's Comics had to do the same thing for the same reasons. Their entire run was just, it's so frustrating. But anyway.
Yeah, I feel for you guys because it's contingent on getting good service from those people. I mean, and it sucks. Nothing's bag and boarded, and the quality of the shipping is just not good.
What is this, Jen?
So H&H is saying that February 9th, folks, this is what they're hearing. So, but Graham's, I definitely saw it on their website, and you could have bought it because I remember seeing it and thinking about it and being like, nah. And then later I went back and it was sold out, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, this is the one that completely went under my radar. So thank you for bringing this to our attention. Although, guys, as she already mentioned, the data here is a little bit off. It's already gone up 10 times what you're seeing here. So, okay, let's keep moving. So this is the big one. This is the one that everybody's been going nuts over.
And then we see one sell for like
$585 is the last one I saw, but that again was prior to the show. It may have changed between now and then.
I mean, people are setting the market. It's not like a retailer just said, "Hey, this is $500, pay it or take it or leave it." I mean, the people are setting the price.
See, I don't know though, because the one that they were saying with the $585, I was watching a podcast. And they were talking about like once you look into the seller information that the bidder had like 71% activity on that one sale. And like it seemed like there may have been some
shill. shill bidding or
I
Yeah,
did see
like maybe
someone
a
else.
bit of manipulation there.
Oh shoot, who was it? It's someone that like I think watches us too. That their friend sold it and the buyer backed out. So now they're saying, hey, if you bid it on this book, like let him know. I think he'll take like offers now, which sometimes happens with big books. Like I think, right?
Yeah, again, I'm trying not to like. I don't want to be like a
Yeah.
total asshole here, but I really just this is amazing to me that people are willing to pay these prices on something that.
But look how it happened, Laura. Like, so an article in Bleeding Cool came out,
Yeah, we
and
talked about that.
Miles Morales is liquid. And when you put a book and say this is just like it, could be the next, people do not want to miss out on a Jurjevic, right?
Yeah,
So, but that book happened organically and
Mm.
took time. You can't just duplicate another Jurjevic. I mean, we don't know anything about this character. And now I would say the pressure's on. Like, are you like, because like if you don't see this character or you see him 2 or 3 issues down the road and then another 2 issue, like the expectation is that they want his own title. So like instead of Black Panther, it'd be Tosin, like number 1, number 2, number 3. I mean, because that's what it'll take for the price to sustain on this book. I mean,
yeah,
it's kind of complicated, but like I was telling the guys on the Saturday show. I remember when Bleeding Cool hyped up a book, and it was Totally Awesome Hulk. I think 21 Weapon H,
Mm.
and that book went from a cover price to like $30 in one day, and it wasn't a variant, and we're just talking cover A. And that was the last time I remembered that, and then it just kind of stayed there, and then nothing really happened with that character. It's just like it just kind of went away. So, I don't want to shit on anybody's spec, and I'm not going to call anybody stupid for buying this book. I mean, you buy what you love and what your gut tells you, and if you can afford it, do it, but don't be disappointed if the character does not pan out to be the next Miles Morales,
But
because
it feels really weird. Like I
it
can
does.
literally feel it. Like when this book started, my skin. I was like, oh, should I go buy it? I'm like, nope, relax. It's okay. If you miss something, you miss something. There's going to be a second print, probably third print. Now we're guessing up to 5.
So have you read the book?
I have
Yes.
1 and 2, and I read those, and then this one, I think I comic shop on Wednesday. I remember seeing it and being like, oh, I should grab it because like I have 1 and 2. And then people seem so excited that I was like, okay, well, they all seem way more excited. Like, right? But then by the time I shift, it was gone. And I was like, oh,
Wait, did you guys see
fine.
this? Listen, look at this, Jen.
I think Tosin's game.
His name in Nigerian means worthy of worship.
Hmm.
That's freaking cool. I had no
I know
idea.
that.
Worthy of
So it was
worship.
just interesting to feel it, right? Because I started, then I went online and started seeing the prices go up. And I personally don't like paying for books more than cover the week of, right? So when it started going up, I'm like, but I could feel it, like again, like in my skin, like get it, go get it, go get it. I'm like, nope, relax, it's okay. I can read this. I can read the second, third, fourth print and still get the story, and then like see where it goes, and not. But it feels weird to feel it, right? Like I don't know if I'm describing it right, but that's what I felt like.
Yeah, I agree with you. I had some anxiety about this last night. I was like laying there just thinking about it, and it's not even so much my personal fear of missing out. Like I'm getting anxiety for people out there if they end up making like I know it's none of my business, but then I feel like bad if somebody puts all this money into this hoping that it turns into something and then it doesn't, because I don't want people to leave the hobby thinking that they were led astray or that they can't. You know what I mean? Like I get anxiety for people who are doing the purchasing.
So you remember the death of Superman?
Yeah.
So like I was working in my uncle's shop, when that dropped, and boxes and boxes of that book, right? And lines of people, to get that book because they thought they were going to be millionaires, and then a year later he comes back from the dead. So like, there could be a thing, and the translation, kind of levels up. It could be that Marvel, and they've done it before, create a character to put into the MCU. They did it with the Black Order in the New Avengers, and with Ebony Maw, who was a cool character, and so they must be having some issues with the Shuri actress still, and I do know the movie got pushed back. That could be in play, that they create this character and then pump them into the movie. You never know.
Well, COVID having that thing, like, there's been delays for multiple reasons.
Sure.
I guess not just
I would have to get some insight from Mr. Colbert, as far as what's going on. I'm sure he would have some insight, but
Jen, do you have your phone on you right now?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to figure out, because I remember getting That's a Superman for Christmas and being like really excited to read it, and my dad being like, "Oh, like this is a thing." And then as a kid, even I was like, I thought comics were rare because grandma threw them all away, right? Like, so I kind of knew, but now, so this is what I'm saying. So if you get this book for cover, I feel like you're fine, right? That Superman 75 was printed, someone said up to 5.
Yeah.
But as of right now, decades later, it's going for $12. So even if something is overprinted, if the story or the character holds up, you got it for cover, you're golden. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. It's just when you get more expensive, like, well, if you have the money and you believe in this character, cool, right?
Right,
like,
right, yeah. That's your prerogative, right?
I don't have that.
I will say I've already pressed a few of these because people like rushed them to me. So, and I know somebody in our Tales of the Flipside sending me like 6 copies. No bullshit.
125
of this one.
Wow.
Did you hear that? I don't know if you watched the beginning of the show. I found out while we were doing initial orders that Penguin and Diamond don't have the same options, that they're not lining up nicely. So like the retailer I work for didn't get these because that wasn't on the Diamond site. It was on the Penguin site.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess the retailers are hitting that wall right now. And now it's like, okay, now we have to check 3 different sites to make sure we're getting all of our books. So like that's
there's a lot of people pissed off. They ordered 25 of them. They didn't get the what do you call it, qualifier or the incentive. So,
but that's Anyway, what?
I'm on eBay right now because I was just curious, since the show started, if anything has changed. And the last one that I'm seeing, the highest one, was $7.15 with a strike through it.
So it means the offer?
Yeah, but I mean, there's really no way of saying. There are people listing this right now for $1,000. $1,000. There's a couple on here for $1,000. Some of them for $9.99. And again, if that's something that you want to do and you want to spend your money on,
you know what's funny is that,
and it could be more too, that they're paying $500-$600 in the hopes that they can double their money, not just to sit on it. They spend $500 and they make $500 if they sell it for $1,000.
Yeah.
So that's another thing in play there that we just don't know about. If it were me, I would probably do it, but I'm not gonna.
Well, before this, because this book got delayed, so I remember it being on like an FOC show, like more like way back.
Mm-hmm.
And then even for initials, I remember seeing this and being like, oh, should I put it, like, instead of pulling it from the shelf, I should just put it on my. And then I had the option to like getting more. I'm like, oh, instead of doing that, I can just take that money and go to small cons. And that's what I did instead.
I would feel more comfortable if we got the writer on, and then he wouldn't have to tell us much, but just tell us, is this going to be an important character, and is he going to have a recurring role? Like
Oh man,
that's fair.
don't do this, guys. Don't stress me out. Like, oh,
It had a tear in the cover.
this one didn't. It sold for almost $500. H&H said the 715 one sold for $650.
See, some people have that. I've seen a couple people have access to that. There's like some special site you can go to that'll like show you the price of the lines.
H&H is a wizard. There's no special site. He's just a wizard. All right. The problem will be a lot of people left holding the bag here. People buying at $350 or whatever, thinking they can instantly flip for $1,200 or something. Yeah, I'm really curious to see how this continues to pan out. Let's talk about the cover real quick, though. Jen, what are your thoughts on the actual cover itself? We always discuss the art and everything. What do you think?
I think I like. This is Juan Cabal, right? I gotta double check. Gosh darn it.
I remember. I know we just talked about this before the show.
That's the
yeah, Juan Cabal.
Yeah, you're good.
It's that's what it says on my comic shop. But his style, I usually like it. I like Storm.
It's gentle on the cover. Yeah, I thought that was initially some of the buzz too, but it's just
I thought initially that was Mosaic, right? And I'm like, I go, is Mosaic Wakandan? Is that going to be a thing? And I was on the show with Thorough, and we were just like, man, what if Mosaic is a love child of Black Panther and Storm? We're like, what? We were just creating this crazy spec, and I was like, well, there's some Mosaic #1s in Midtown. Got to go buy some Mosaics. So, but that's how you got to try and put the pieces together to figure out, like, is this going to be a thing? But it just don't sleep on Black Panther 1, because they introduced the what's her name? She's badass. God, I forgot the character's name. But that's her first appearance. And if anybody in the chat knows the character's name in Black Panther 1 that they introduced, like, she's going to be something.
Okay, really quickly here, guys. We're at almost 90 views right now. So, guys, if you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome into Comic Book Women. We go live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we spotlight something, an artist, a creator, or a title that's relevant. Let me pull this down really quickly.
Actually, next slide.
Oh, okay. Give the show a thumbs up if you guys haven't already. And just so you guys are aware, the channel that Jen, Lucy, and I, and Redhead, you're a part of that now too. We all do a show called Nearing Nirvana on Fridays, and it's basically just covering every aspect of pop culture. We are colliding and merging with Comic Book Food Chain. So make sure to, if you are a Nearing Nirvana sub already, sub to Comic Book Food Chain before that channel goes cold. Comic Book Food Chain will be our new home. We're keeping our branding, but we want to make sure everybody understands that's how that's working. Nearing Nirvana is moving over to Comic Book Food Chain. You'll still see our logo and our branding and everything. So
Miss Forstner is going to be on Friday, right?
Yeah, Trish Forstner, co-creator of Stray Dogs, is going to be with us this Friday. So again, sub to Comic Book Food Chain. We do a lot of giveaways. We're going to have a really special one to kind of celebrate this content collision, as Britt called it. So yeah, it's a fun show. People enjoy that one. It's a little bit more chill. We always have really cool guests, and again, a lot of giveaways. What's up next? All right, so let's talk.
Real quick. It's Torin Clark for the 1 for 25?
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I thought maybe I was wrong.
No, I had to. So my comic shop said Juan for the cover, but then I checked a couple other different sites and they said Torin Clark.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too.
Good job.
Sorry. Torin hits up the chat and he goes, "It's me. I did the cover."
Right. I didn't want to say anything. I was like, bring your drinks for that show. Yeah, we drink a lot on the other one. We just did like a character cocktail show and Jen got tipsy. I got tipsy.
So did I. I was trying to put my head in a CGC slab.
That is like, that was the highlight of my week. I have never laughed so hard as with that. But all right, back to this. So we're doing number 3 is gonna have a second print. What do you
But-
guys think is gonna happen with this?
Okay, so
It's
right
pretty-
now
yeah.
they're showing this one for the second print.
Oh, pfft.
I
thought it
But-
was going to be the
design one.
yeah.
But I wonder if the design one's gonna be the third or fourth print.
Oh, good lord.
Or you know what they'll probably do because it's Marvel.
A 1 in 25 second print.
Yeah,
I
we
bet
don't know, but we don't
I
know.
bet you. What a cash grab that'd be, right?
Well, we'll probably get the interior too of him, like when he says like his name is Tosin, right? That'll probably be a cover.
I mean, like, does Marvel like? Do you think that people? Hey, look at our books on selling for 1,000, right? You know they see that. So if you're going to go ahead and do that and feel good about it, put a cover that the fans want. Put the design variant. Let everybody get a cover because a lot of these are already out of reach.
Well, they did that with the Bloodstone one, right? They made that a 1 for 10. But then the next one was not a ratio, and they just changed the title color, and you're like, cool.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they made that a 1 in 25 for the second print because that. When did they start doing that? Was that for Kate's Venom bullshit?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that. That's again whole nother show there. I kind of agree with Jay there though.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I get the.
I mean, it's
their
a business.
reasoning.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
like-
You know, I get that too. So you kind of have to like take it with a grain of salt, I guess. So the
But-
number 3, what?
Is this you had to have already ordered it, right? The second
you
print?
What, the second print?
Yeah, the FOC.
I didn't even see the second
Oh.
print on FOC.
So you must have until the 9th. So it's this week. So it's this week's
Yeah.
the last week. It'll probably be in this FOC. Will be for the second print. So if you missed out on reading it and you want to see what all the hype is about, pre-order. Go to your comic book store before Sunday. You tell them, hey, second print, put me down for it. Here's $6.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
Bird
go
City
to a
actually
site,
did that
yeah,
too.
and find out.
Yeah, somebody do it. I'm waiting for somebody
Yeah,
in the chat here.
Yeah, somebody go to the site and see if there's the design variant and it's going to be a 1 in 25.
Thank
But
you.
the thing is, you might have to have the Penguin account because now who's going to know? You got the Penguin and you got to do Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
And then right now, Penguin doesn't have a Previews World or Lunar site for the public to go to check out stuff.
I mean, they
Somebody
have to
put
eventually, though.
somebody put Tosin's the Black Winter.
What happened? Oh.
Right here. I know I'm clicking through all these comments. It's crazy. So yeah, right now you got number 3, the second print's in the works. You can still get this one if you're looking for it. It's a good read. I mean, the book does shed a lot more light. I think if you actually read it and kind of see that there's so much. What did you say, Jen? It's the foam on top of a beer,
Yeah.
right?
But we don't know if the beer's good yet.
We don't know.
That's a good example. Yeah.
Most people would have said it's the tip of an iceberg, but Jen, she's like, it's the foam on a beer.
She's an artist, right?
I think I'm gonna start saying, forget the whole tip of the iceberg. That's much better. I like that so much better. All right, next up. So here we have Black Panther number 4. So kind of a continuation of the story. That's an interesting cover.
That is cool.
And this one you actually have to. This is past FOC, so ideally you probably pre-ordered it. But people are saying that he might not be in this one. That he might not be until issue 5.
See, I told you, right?
But we don't know. We got to read it.
Well, why are people saying that?
Because some people are saying that this last one was a cameo, but we were talking earlier that there's multiple panels. He's talking like it's not
Good
a
lord,
cameo.
it's a cameo. My God.
No, hold on. Let's go back to this panel again. I don't care if people get mad. I don't think there's any debate here. This is a full appearance.
Well, do you remember Hulk 180?
Yeah,
That was
He had a
fun
panel.
panel.
He goes, "I'm Wolverine." He had his hands out like this. I'm Wolverine. See my claws? Look, and I'm in the book, right? Cameo.
You're
Sorry,
killing
Rob's
me.
camera. I just Rob's comment about
Wait, what is
I'm a little embarrassed that I got tipsy, by the way.
it?
She's not the same.
Oh, come on. That was fantastic. Everybody gets a little tipsy every once in a while live on a podcast. I feel like
Man,
everybody
I
does that.
hadn't had vodka in like a long time, and I was just like, "Whoa, shit!"
I should have known after my third drink. I should have just cut it off at 2.
All right, so that's number 4. They call me Bruce. 108 and 181 is all about the cover. Boom. It is his first story, LOL, first appearance. Thank you, Absolute Venom. I appreciate that. Full page panel. There you go. But yeah, there's already some debate about that. It's crazy. Haven't you ever seen Drunken Chad? This is like drinking and comics kind of go hand in hand.
Well, I'll tell you, the people that own the 1 in 25, it's his first appearance, right? The people that don't have it, it's his Cameo. Because they're waiting to buy another book.
I don't have it. I'll say it's the full appearance.
If it was one image, or like Laura was saying, like a hand or a shadow, like you can then try to debate it. But when it's multiple panels, you get a name, like you can't debate that. It's like, are you not seeing it? Is it just maybe?
What about Gambit? He was in 13 panels in the annual,
which is why the annual is technically the first.
Well,
but,
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
all right. We should do a whole show on that on Nearing Nirvana. Is it or isn't Cameo or full? And we'll do like a whole show, and we can just debate it out.
Now, can that be Tosin in the Black Panther outfit? No.
So this actually is still up for order. It hasn't, FOC hasn't passed yet. So yeah, yay.
Yeah.
So you could take a gamble, and that boss, what is that? Black Panther? Did it say Boss Logic was doing
Spider-Man
Black Panther?
variant?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Boss Logic. That's one of my
favorites.
Yeah, but this again, maybe this is why there's so much hype, because you can still get 5. So it's like, oh no, you want 5. Let's drive this one up too a little bit. All right.
Well,
so yeah, guys.
4?
Yeah.
What if he's in 4?
Who knows?
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't order 4.
Well, the thing is like there's other characters where it's more convoluted. Like from DC, Jessica Cruz has like hand, and then you see like parts, and then she doesn't come Green Lantern until later. So you can just keep like peppering it in. Kamala Khan too, like kind of gets peppered in a little bit, but like you can't really. It's not the same thing for this character.
I like that idea of doing a drinking show. All right. So there's the stuff, guys. You can still get you can get number 5 still. There's a Step by Bloody Step book that we just launched over at Bird City Comics. I don't know if that's, I think it's still in stock. Anthony hasn't said anything, but he's in the other room handling that.
I started seeing a panel like, hurry up, you better buy it, stupid.
Buy it now. Yeah, this is interesting. I like the idea of doing or having a book without words. You're really relying on the art to carry the story, and I don't think you will be disappointed here.
Miller High School, so.
Wait, what did you say?
I said that helps me because I can't read because I went to Miller High School.
So it's like a picture story. It'll be perfect.
No, I'm just playing.
Now, Anthony said it's always a good sign when you have a title like this with, ratios and whatnot. So there's one if you are interested in collecting. We did a Virgin variant because we felt like the art was just too good to put any type of lettering on it. Last but not least, Nearing Nirvana, our channel. Actually, I don't want to use that slide. I want to use that one. Nearing Nirvana.
Shoot.
What?
Manny the comic collector said that the place he goes to, the Frank was at $124.99, but the Clark was at $125 was at $25. What? It's probably because the Frank one looks so.
I know they probably thought the Frank one because it's the better cover. I mean, I don't know. And again, in my opinion, that's awesome. Well, good for you. That's great. That's great. But Nearing Nirvana, our channel is going to be moving on over to Comic Book Food Chain. I really want you guys, if you are already Nearing Nirvana subs, please just take a quick second and sub to Comic Book Food Chain. We're going to be moving all of our content, all of our branding over to that one. I don't want you guys to miss out when we shut the Nearing Nirvana channel off. So
Well, we're also going to do, I think we all decided we're all going to give away 3 books or 2 books each.
oh shit, we have to give away a book tonight too.
Merge. Oh shoot. Okay, there's a way, because I didn't, Lucy's not here, so she didn't write down all the names. So there's a way to like scroll through the chat and then just stop on one.
Is that what you want to do?
Unless you want to do a trivia question, whoever answers first gets it.
Oh, can I play?
Yeah, guys. Anthony over at Bird City said it would be cool if we gave away the Black Panther. This is the Scotty Young.
That's
Sorry,
a cool
my life.
book. That's a cool book.
It's pretty cool. Normally, when he's on the show, he's giving away shit left and right. But since he's not here, we get to do it for him. Let's see.
What would be a good question for someone that had to be watching the whole entire time? What's a tidbit that we talked about? Would it be too easy to do? How many covers did this last comic have? The first print.
I want something fun.
Is that too easy? Something else?
Yeah, let's do something. I'm trying to think back. Let me think back into the show. First, we talked about this. Okay.
Oh, and who was? What's the name of the person who designed the character?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I gotta take my screen down.
We talked about in the very beginning. Whoever wants to win the young #1 Black Panther variant, type into chat who designed Tosin.
We debated on how to say his name a couple times, so you have to really.
And if you write that name in the chat and you're the first person, then you win this book. That's if you want. They're #1. It's a good spot to get this book and read it, and then just to get all the other ones.
Nope, Torin was the artist of the 1 in 25. We're asking who actually designed.
We had a whole slide that said that said it.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh wait, Paul.
What?
Wait. No, because if you go further up, Jersey to the Bay, and then Paul got it. But Jersey to the Bay got it first, I think.
Oh, Jersey to the Bay did get it first. You're right. I totally didn't see it. Well done, Jersey to the Bay. Congratulations. You are the winner. Wow,
so
that was really good. Yeah, so what I need you to do is send a direct message to Anthony. Congratulations over at Bird City Comics. Message him on Instagram. He responds to that faster. And just be like, I won the book tonight. And then I'll get it packaged up tomorrow for you.
You know what, guys? I think the translation of Tosin like changes some things in my head about that book.
Do you like that would have been a good trivia question too.
Do you like it now more?
Well, I don't think that they would
have that name in there for nothing.
Like that needs to be covered. I mean, the second print. Jesus Christ, look at that.
It seems like the obvious choice, right? Like that's what they should have gone with. Yeah. Anyway.
Well.
Yeah. He said never wins anything, so congratulations again, Jersey to the Bay. Yeah, just message Bird City Comics on Instagram. Direct message us, say you're the winner, and we'll take it from there. Dang, I just had some lag. Let me see. Yeah, you came in a little bit.
A lot of people came in after because we missed it.
I totally missed it. I kept going. I'm like, I don't see anybody getting it. All right, so yeah, guys, if you were just tuning in, we covered Tosin Oduye tonight, and yeah.
But you know what? Go follow Jermaine or German.
I think it's German. Like I know a German. Like, what do you think, Red Hood?
How I know a German.
No,
I know a German.
I don't mean like I know a German. Like I know a guy named German. He used to work at Costco with Aunt, and like his name was German, and that's how he spelled it. But it could be Jermaine, I guess.
Hey, German. Hey, Mexican.
I know that sounded so bad. That's not what I meant. Like his actual name is German. Herman? No.
Oh, come on.
German, like a person from Germany. Yeah. That's,
okay. Let's just call him Peralta.
Right. I mean, the G could be silent.
That's true. That's a good idea, though. Follow them. See if
he's on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Follow them and see what they're up to. Quick recap here is the article. There's all the different. The G is pronounced with an H. Really?
Up to down 7. I want to believe you, but I feel like I'm also gullible.
Well, no.
German. Someone's saying it's German.
German.
Herman. I don't know, man.
That's why I say Mr. Peralta. Right?
Yes.
It's a safe way to do it.
Well, either way, follow him over on Instagram. Make sure that you are following Nearing Nerdvana. We are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course YouTube but think comic book food chain this week. And then Bird City Comics, that's who I represent. And we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. We have some really cool stuff coming out, and I'm so excited about. I feel like every week I say that, but it's the truth. There's always something good. Jen, do you have anything cool coming up?
I probably should do a Whatnot sale.
Yes, do a Whatnot sale. That means you have to sell your books, though. That's kind of how that works.
I just keep, whenever I go to get ready, I keep having flashbacks to C2E2 and trying to sell the Clone Wars one, and then like feeling like I start shaking, and I was like,
you know, because like some of the books, like you remember when you got them, you remember the day it was. Some books that like are like worth money that you're going to put up that you may have 2 or 3 of, but you remember when you got them. You remember when you dug for them. So
that feeling when you find it,
right?
And you read it for the first time, and you're like,
the feeling when you find it. That's the best one.
Yeah,
you kind of just like,
So it's okay to have those. I mean, you'll get through it. I promise.
I still remember.
Right, this is therapy right here. Right, you'll get through it. You can do it.
I still have my Stray Dogs. I remember driving to the comic book store on my lunch break for work, and then reading it in the car and just being like, "This is awesome." And I was like, I called Britt and I was like, "You need to read this." Like, yeah, when you have those, you attach it to a book. It's really hard to then say, "See you later."
Yeah, I'm actually kind of the same way. I have some stuff that I can't get rid of it. It's too.
Well, that's what becomes your PC stuff. Because I have stuff that I call it something that's with nice boxes. I don't want to call it what I call it because it's mean. But I have these comics I don't care about anymore. But I'm like, I don't think anyone cares about these books. Like, I didn't enjoy reading them. I just got
somebody will. Somebody out there will want them.
Somebody always collects something that you think that nobody collects. You remember that eBay commercial where it's like, man, who's going to buy that lime green Volkswagen? And this guy is all in lime green. It's got a lime green room and a lime green computer. He goes, yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, I'll do that sale on Whatnot, and people are going to be like, what are these? And I'm like, I got them for $0.25, so whatever you guys want to,
That's the way to do it. I mean, it's like what he was saying. Everybody has their niche. Like I'm seriously collecting now chest covers. Any cover that has a chessboard on it, like that's like my new thing now. So even though somebody might be like, "Oh, this is a stupid cover," if it has a chessboard, I want it. So.
But you also like the bubblegum covers.
Bubblegum variants are so fun to collect. I'm a huge fan. Yeah. So.
What do you do? What do you like?
Redhead.
What do you like?
What's that? Say that again. I kind of froze.
Oh, what do you like?
What do I like?
Yeah, like that's like
niche market, like yeah.
Well, like J. Scott Campbell and Adam Hughes. Like I like going looking for like odd covers that they did in the early '90s, and when I was in Baltimore, I had picked up some cool Adam Hughes early independent stuff, and like looking for like just that type of stuff. Stuff really like nobody really, unless they're really looking for it, knows what it is, so I can get it for cheap.
Well, even like pigeon covers, I heard is a thing. Looking for covers that have pigeons on them. I'm serious.
Oh, you're talking about like if I collect something with something on the cover. I mean, bubblegum covers have always been cool. Like
I know the bubblegum variants those are fun.
H&H asked you which favorite one.
Ooh, I would have to go with Stephanie Hans. That's actually kind of what got me. We did a show on Stephanie Hans.
Oh, the Miss Marvel one?
Yeah, or was that a bubblegum variant show? Which one did we do?
Did we do a bubblegum variant show?
I thought we did because remember there was the oh shit, she does Monstrous. The X-Men cover where she's poking.
Oh yeah, with Jubilee
Sana
and Granite.
Takeda? Sana Takeda? Yes, Takeda is the artist, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, Laura, that's right, Laura. Perfect. Okay, good. But yeah, I like the 70 Hans, but then again, I'm biased because we just did a Department of Truth one,
Right.
and there had never been a Department of Truth bubblegum variant. So I felt like some personal pride in that. I was able to get one in before they closed exclusives to retailers for anything other than number ones. So I got the last one in. I was like, I'm going to be the one and only Department of Truth bubblegum variant. So those are probably my two favorite. And Ricardo Drummond's an amazing artist. I like his style, and she's like sitting on an interrogation room table. It's cool.
Red Hood, I know we're like, I'm making it longer, but I'm super curious. So if you could get an artist to do a bubblegum cover that would be not your atypical, like the artist would be like, you want me to do what character blowing up a bubble? Who would it be?
Has Delato done a bubblegum cover?
I don't think.
I don't think he has.
Yeah.
No.
What about who's
I know we're all blanking. We're all tired.
Yeah, because that's a tough question. That's a good question. I wonder, has Trish Forsner done a bubblegum cover?
I don't think she has.
I
Right?
don't think
Get a little pooch to blow a bubble.
That would be really, really cute. Oh, get Wolverine or Tosin blowing the bubble. All right, we could do that.
Yeah, I can't see Wolverine blowing a bubble. Like I can see him like appear.
Right, he'll pop it. Shit, I did it again. Damn it.
Wow, sorry,
He's
Lucy,
always popping the bubble. Damn it.
We're totally off track here. All right, well, I think that was it for us for tonight. So again, guys, if you enjoyed the show, if this is kind of like if you enjoyed the panel, all three of us and Lucy and Anthony, the owner of Bird City, we all do Nearing Nirvana. So tune back in with us on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Comic Book Food Chain channel. We will be there. So yeah, it would be really cool. It's going to be a good show too. We have Trish Forsner, who we were just talking about, the co-creator of Stray Dogs, is going to be with us. JTC doing a Spider-Gwen bubblegum. Negative Space bubblegum cover would be cool too.
That would be cool.
You could even get Nakayama to do like a color bleed. That would be neat. I'll have to call him actually. Like, David, I have a favor.
Call him.
Make this happen.
Write down all the names in the chat so we know who didn't show up for Nearing Nirvana on Friday, so that we can call them out.
We're gonna call them out one by one.
One by one. Who's not in here?
Who's out here? All right, Redhead, do you have anything you want to add before we go? So Jen's gonna do a Whatnot show. Bird City Comics, check us out, guys. Check out Bird City Comics, yeah.
No, I'll probably do Whatnot tomorrow. Like I've got a couple of Running the Jewels variants that I'm gonna sell. So be on the lookout. It's Ice Cream Man kind of thing. So yeah. More to come.
More to come on that. So do you post on your Instagram when you're gonna go live?
I do.
All right, cool. So just follow at Red Hood Comic on Instagram and you guys will be in the know. Other than that, that's it for us tonight. Hope you guys had a great night. Until next time. Bye.